nice Tuesday. You know, I was getting ready for Taco Tuesday. I just finished a good day in school. I was editing my videos for a little bit. And then I go to Twitter. What do I see? I see a Woj bomb, which I'm very surprised because I'm like, you know, the trade season is over. The NBA rumors and whatnot have kind of died down, unless the buyout market. I see the Clippers have signed Reggie Jackson. His final two teams were the Lakers and the Clippers, and he chose to sign with the Los Angeles Clippers. Fam, I mean, how many more people can they add to their bench? Their bench is better than some starting lineups in this league. The Pistons, without Blake Griffin, without Andre Drummond. I'm choosing the Clippers bench over the Pistons starting lineup. Man, I am telling you this. It is going to be a crazy last few months of the regular season and then going into the playoffs this year, man. The anticipation, the level of hypeness, the level of everything is going to be through the roof this year, you guys, for this year's 2020 NBA playoffs. Let's talk a little bit about the Clippers starting lineup, their bench, and we'll hop into everything else, man. Reggie Jackson this year, you guys, has been coming on and off the bench for the Detroit Pistons. This year as a whole, he's averaging 15 points per game along with 4 assists. His numbers have gone down shooting-wise from over the past few seasons. But off the bench, you guys, he's played over 20 games off the bench for the Pistons this year. And in those games, he averages 18 points per game along with 4 assists. I do not expect Doc Rivers and the LA Clippers to put him in the starting lineup. I expect him to come off the bench with Lou Will, Montrezl Harrell, and the other group. But fam, taking a look at their lineup, you guys, oh my gosh. Alright, let's start with the starting lineup. Point guard, you have Patrick Beverley, as always. Shooting guard, you have Paul George. Small forward, Kawhi Leonard. Power forward, Marcus Morris, who they just traded for a couple weeks ago from the New York Knicks, averaging close to 20 points per game this year. He's only played 3 games so far with the Los Angeles Clippers. And filling out the number 5 spot, we have Zubac, who's been playing pretty well this year. With his contribution along with others, the Clippers are currently 3rd in the league in rebounds per game, which looking at their height going into the season, you guys, I thought that was going to be their worst problem. You guys can look at my season previews / predictions on all the teams. I said the Clippers will have struggle rebounding, and they proved me wrong. Taking a look at the bench now, they now have obviously Reggie Jackson filling out the point guard spot. Shooting guard, we got Lou Will, obviously one of the best 6-men, possibly the best 6-man of all time. Small forward, Landry Shamet. Power forward, JaMychal Green. And filling out the number 5 spot for the bench, we got Montrezl Harrell. As a whole, the LA Clippers are 37-18, 3rd in the Western Conference, 1 game back of the number 2 seed, and 5 games back of the number 1 seed, the Los Angeles Lakers. Before we hop into the rest of this video, you guys, I think it's important to note, like I said, Paul George is now filling out the number 2 spot for this team. Paul George this year, you guys, has only played 34 games. He's missed 21 games due to injury. Part of it has been his shoulder. Part of it has been his left hamstring. He's gone back and forth, and now he has also been hit with another left hamstring injury right before the All-Star break. We'll see what his timetable is for that. But looking at his numbers so far this year, you guys, like I said, he's been playing 34 games this year, averaging 22 points per game, 6 rebounds per game, 43% from the field, 39% from 3, and 90% from the free throw line. Why I brought up that Paul George has only played 34 games this year, Kawhi Leonard has missed over 10 games as well. Paul George and Kawhi Leonard had only been on the floor together so far this year for 572 minutes. As a whole, that's only 21% of all the minutes this season the Clippers have played. Comparing it to other dudes in the league, let's do it to LeBron James and Anthony Davis. LeBron James and Anthony Davis this year have been on the floor together 1,130 minutes together. That is 44% of all the minutes the Lakers have played so far this year. Obviously, it is something to note that Paul George and Kawhi Leonard, when they are together, their 572 minutes that they have played, all the stats, the field goal percentage, the three-point percentage, the rebounding numbers, the steals numbers, the defensive, the offensive rating for the Clippers has all gone up. Currently, this year as a whole, you guys, the Los Angeles Clippers are currently 4th in the league in points per game, 3rd in the league in rebounds per game. Looking at their bench numbers, they're obviously 1st in the league in bench points per game. Lou Will is averaging 19-6. Montrezl Harrell is averaging 19-7. And Reggie Jackson for the Pistons, the games that he has come off the bench, is averaging 18-4. All 3 of those scores, that I just listed, you guys, are top 5 in the league in points per game off the bench. So they now have Lou Will, Montrezl Harrell, Reggie Jackson, 3 of the top 5 players in points per game off the bench, all on their squad. Their back 5, their backups, you guys, are probably better than the Pistons starting 5. With Blake Griffin out, they are better than the Pistons starting 5. Taking a look at the rest of their season, you guys, they have the 8th easiest schedule for the rest of the year out of all 30 NBA teams. They play teams once again such as the Sixers, the Rockets, the Lakers, the Nuggets, the Jazz, but throughout the rest of the year, you guys have some pretty easy, winnable games. In my opinion, how it's shaping out right now, they're only 6-4 in their last 10 games, but I really see their chemistry going up after all the moves that they have made. They have the rest of the week to really get some chemistry going before the last 29 games of the season. But fam, I see it like this. The Lakers are going to finish as the number 1 seed. They currently have a 4-game lead in front of the Denver Nuggets. Their chemistry is not going to go down at all. Their chemistry is only going to get higher. They've kept the same team from the start of the season. You look at what the Clippers are doing, their team is only going to get better and better. The Nuggets have had a lot of good runs throughout this year, along with the Utah Jazz, but I feel like at the end of the day, I predicted this after I saw a good look at a month into the season. The Lakers will finish as the number 1 seed, and the Los Angeles Clippers will finish as the number 2 seed. The top 2 teams in LA, you know what I'm saying, for the Western Conference, they will both be in LA. And looking at the layout for the Western Conference, you guys, it looks like the Clippers may play the Thunder in the first round, maybe the Mavericks. The Lakers will probably play the Blazers or the Grizzlies in the first round. And then looking at second round matchups, I would say, in my opinion, it looks like the Rockets would play the Lakers in the first round, which I think would be an interesting series just because they did struggle with that small ball lineup the LA Lakers did in that first matchup that they had since the Rockets traded Clint Capella. But I think they will learn how to play that better instead of how they had Anthony Davis guarding Russell Westbrook from top of the key. Like, first of all, give Westbrook some space. Second, you guys get my point. And then looking at the Clippers side of things, it looks like they'll most likely play, in my opinion, the Jazz or the Nuggets in the second round, in which, in my opinion, just like the Clippers are far superior. Not as far superior, but they're just a better overall team than either of those two teams. Then we go into the Western Conference Finals. The Western Conference Finals, we will have the Lakers and the Clippers. I'm telling you guys 3 months in advance. We can talk about all this hype around the Rockets. We can talk about the Rockets getting Jeff Green, DeMarre Carroll, which that is a good pickup. That is a good pickup, ladies and gentlemen. We can talk about the Utah Jazz, how good they've been playing. Bogdanovich has been playing good. Mike Conley has been playing good. Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert are doing their thing. We can talk about the Denver Nuggets and how Nikola Jokic is leading this team to second in the Western Conference. We can talk about the Mavericks with Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis starting to get their stride. We can talk about the Thunder with Chris Paul, who have been playing amazing this year. We can talk about the young Grizzlies team with John Moran. But at the end of the day, these are the top 2 teams in the Western Conference. The Lakers and the Clippers. Paul George, Anthony Davis. LeBron James, Kawhi Leonard. I know that I just screwed those names up. But my point is, you guys, these are the most talented teams. They got the top 4 players out of any group. The top 2 duos, in my opinion. You have LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and Kawhi Leonard. 3 of the top 5 players in the league. You have someone like Paul George, who's an MVP finalist last year. Despite his injury and whatnot, I honestly do think it's changed a lot. But my point is, this is talent per talent. I think the Clippers, in my opinion, have a better overall depth, 1 through 10. But I think the Lakers, their top rack, their top-notch players, they are better. But it comes down to this, you guys. The Lakers are going to need players to step up. They're going to need Kyle Kuzma to step up and be a third scoring option. They're going to need Rajon Rondo to give them solid minutes. They're actually going to need to give Alex Caruso a majority of Rondo's minutes. That's another video for another day. They're going to need Danny Green to step up like he has in past finals, past playoff performances with the Spurs and the Raptors. They're going to need Dwight Howard to keep playing consistent. They're going to need JaVale McGee to keep doing this. They're going to need all these players to do their role. Because at the end of the day, what we saw in the 2016 NBA Finals, and you guys can trace back to any finals matchup, yes, Kyrie Irving and LeBron James played unreal, historic numbers in games 5, 6, and 7 to beat the Golden State Warriors. But you know what else beat them? You know what else was such a pivotal factor in that series? You had players like J.R. Smith stepping up. J.R. Smith getting 8 early points in the second half of Game 7 of the NBA Finals. You have players like Tristan Thompson getting a huge double-double in Game 6. You have all these bench players, all these role players step up. You look at what the Raptors did last year. Yes, Kawhi played great, but you look at what Kyle Lowry did, Marc Gasol, Fred VanVleet, Pascal Siakam, who's now an All-Star. All these championships, all these championship teams, and now that you don't really have a true clear-cut runner for the championship, it's going to take the rest of the team to step up. And that is my biggest challenge, my biggest pet peeve going into the rest of the season for the Lakers. How are you guys going to step up? Because we know what LeBron's going to bring, we know what AD is going to bring, but how are you guys going to step up? I'm talking about Kuzma. Kuzma, we need you to step up, bro. Kuzma, I swear to you, you better step up, bro. This is a championship we're talking about. This is LeBron James' 17th season. We can't be dancing around just going to the conference finals. Can't be going to the NBA finals. No, we have to win the chip. We have to win the chip this year, you guys. It is win or bust. You guys know what I mean? And as for the Clippers, they're looking at it the same way. Paul George, Kawhi Leonard only have 3 years left. Second year, they have a player option. We are looking at it like this. We got to win a championship ASAP. They might dip after 3 years. Bucks are looking at it like this. Giannis is a free agent in 2021. We got to win the chip. The Philadelphia 76ers are saying, we made all these moves. We keep going with the same thing with Simmons and Embiid. If it don't win this year, we might have to make a change. All these teams are doing championship or bust mode this year. Russell Westbrook, James Harden. Fam, I'm telling you guys, this is going to be an unreal playoffs. I think the Clippers and the Lakers are the two best teams in the league. I think when it comes down to this, the Western Conference Finals will decide the 2020 NBA Championship. I might be wrong. Milwaukee might prove me wrong. I still truly believe the Sixers have a shot at making it to the finals, but I feel the winner of the NBA Finals this year will come out of Los Angeles. I'm still rocking with the Lakers, you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Comment down what you think about these moves, about Reggie Jackson, Marcus Morris. Do the Lakers have to pick up J.R. Smith or Dion Waiters? I think they will pick up Dion Waiters in the next couple weeks. I hope they do, though. I hope to God they do, though. But thank you guys so much for watching. I am slightly concerned, but, we're still alive. We're still grooving. If you guys need any reminder, if I'm concerned about the Lakers, go look up the NBA standings right now and scroll down to the Western Conference. Thank you so much. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe if you guys are new. Thank you guys so much for love support. Cannot thank you guys enough. Stay blessed. All love 2020. Trust God. Trust yourself. It's all love, man. VR was out there saying, peace. Yes, sir.